Well, good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
Our European adventures are continuing. We have decided to hang out in France for a little bit longer. We came to the eastern part of France to this beautiful little town called Chamonix.
If you caught our last adventure, we did an epic road trip starting up in Brussels all the way down to the south of France. We went through 5 European countries, and I think we found the most beautiful towns in every single country we visited. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that and then come with us on this adventure.
To get to this town from Italy, you have to go through this 7-mile tunnel that goes underneath that mountain, which also happens to be the tallest point in all of Western Europe. We want to try to explore the town a little bit and get out into some of the surrounding nature, but first things first, we have to ride that train, the cogwheel train, up to the top. This train line started in 1909, so this has been running for a long time, taking people to and from the glacier. And now it's our turn. Lead the way.
Let's go.
Actually, I think we're gonna wait for the next one.
Yeah, it's
okay,
too full.
so stay tuned.
It's fine. All aboard!
Ding, ding, ding!
So we are on the Cog Train, and it is going to whisk us away 20 minutes up this mountain to the Mer de Glace, or the Sea of Ice.
Ooh, so dramatic.
Ooh, so dramatic. We're going to a dang glacier, y'all.
Yo, we are almost to the top. So if you look at the track, you'll see that there is this gear strip in the middle of it. And underneath the train car, there's actually this big cogwheel that attaches to that strip. And then that pulls the train up the mountain. I guess cogwheel trains like this are super useful when you're going up steep mountain passes, because I guess you get a lot better traction. We are up at the Glacier viewpoint, and if you were to dial back the clock about 100 or more years, this glacier that has receded all the way back there would actually be filling this valley and up to the base of this little glacier viewpoint. And it literally is a sea of ice. Back at the station, they actually had these time lapses where they took a photo every single day. When you speed things up that much, you can see the ice actually flowing like a river. When you see it like that, you can understand how these glaciers carve their way through the valleys. They actually carve through the rocks, and you can see the remnants of that right here.
It's funny, it all seems so peaceful and docile, but it's just sheer chaos up here, and it's just ripping the terrain to pieces.
I always say that even a mountain itself is liquid if you speed time up fast enough. Like, everything is in transition. It's pretty crazy. Makes you feel like a tiny little speck in the universe. All right, our philosophy segment over. I was looking at these photos from like 100 years ago, and this right here was the only structure that was here. And back then the glacier actually came up to here, so that's why they built this here. But now it has receded off into the valley.
It reminds me of the glacier we went to in Alaska. The same thing, the viewing point was at the start of the lake, but the glacier had receded all the way behind the lake. Yeah, that was the Portage Glacier, and that was really cool because we had to walk on a frozen lake that had been revealed and created by the glacier receding, and then we ultimately got to this wall of blue ice. So go check that video out if you want to see an incredible glacier up close and personal. I mean, look how hard these people are. Wow, and they already look like ghosts. Like, look at that girl there. It's just crazy to think that all of these people are no longer living. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me. He's gonna come across the Endless Adventure videos 100 years from now and be like, oh, how cute and quaint these old weirdos were.
Can you imagine if they had vlogs of their time?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Would watch, for sure.
This is a beautiful area, isn't it? It's like magical.
A little like wildflower field here.
Looks like a freaking painting. So there is a hotel up here that you can stay in. It is right there.
I tried to book us in it, but they only had a 10-person room available. It was about 1,200 euros a night, so we stayed down in the town. Well, there's not just a cog train up here, there's a gondola, and it's gonna take us down into the Sea of Glace. There's actually still ice underneath there, and they've dug out a big hole, a tunnel, and we're gonna go in there. Woo, this is not for the faint of heart, though.
Off we go. Whoa. Well, this is rad.
Yeah, this is cool.
So yeah, it turns out that there is ice underneath all this rock, and because it melts so quickly, it doesn't have time to filter the rock through. So you can see right there, that wall of kind of slightly blue is underneath the rock, but that's all ice.
Well, it might look like we're gonna enter the circus, but this is actually the ice cave.
This is rad.
Confirmed. It's ice.
Wow. Incredible.
This is all stable, right? They've done a lot of research on this. So this is what it would be like to be trapped in a glacier. I'd just be here moving through time for thousands of years.
The sound in here is crazy. It's very boomy.
It is.
Yes.
Hello, welcome to the glacier.
Swing low. Well, we just haven't gotten enough nature, so we came to a nearby hike. This is the Gorge de Deuximes, whatever it is freaking beautiful. It's this winding path that has all these little footbridges and footpaths that takes you ultimately to a beautiful waterfall. A little bit warmer down here, huh?
Yeah, significantly warmer, and no snow, and the water down here is crystal clear.
There's a ton of hikes in this area, so it's really hard to choose, but I think we made the right choice. It is freaking beautiful.
Yeah, they carved this path in the 1800s, so if it's been around for that long, you know it's a keeper.
After you.
Well, thank you. They've constructed a wooden walkway all along the edge of this, which is pretty sweet. So you're up above the rushing river. And we just stopped to take a little breather and realize that the view behind us is maybe even more spectacular.
Yeah, not bad at all, huh?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite like walking paths that we've done in a long time because it's so cool how it's built into the cliffside, huh?
It's very neat. Yeah, I'm definitely digging this. And you're saying there's a waterfall at the end?
Should be.
Just gets better. We've made it to the end, to the Cascade du Soufflé, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Or I thought they were supposed to give you a souffle at the end.
I was hoping, but instead we just get rewarded with an absolutely beautiful view.
Yeah, it's cool that it's all kind of tucked away in there. And I guess sometimes this water gets really, really high and that will be rushing like crazy.
I'm kind of sad though. It looks like back in the day, the trail used to go on over the top. It's really cool. They have this waterfall very well documented with all these cool old photos from back in, I believe, the 1800s.
Yeah, so there used to be a little bridge that went across here. Kind of right where we're standing, I think.
Yeah. We just popped back to our Airbnb to get a little bit of work done. It's a cute little room, but nothing to write home about. But it does have one heck of an epic view.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet to be able to just sit here working, chilling, looking out the window, and then you're reminded, oh yeah, that's a glacier.
Just, you know, the tallest mountain in Europe, a crazy ancient glacier, you know.
Crazy rushing river flowing with glacial waters, probably freezing cold.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. We've finally gotten a chance to explore the town, and as you guys have already kind of seen from some of the footage, it is beautiful. What's really cool is it has this rushing river that's flying right through the town. You can hear it. It's crazy. It's like proper rapids, man. It's such a weird color though, because it's kind of this weird green gray, I guess because of all the rocks getting ground up in it. But our plan is to just explore the town a little bit, and then there is a very interesting restaurant which has a very interesting dish that we're gonna try. Okay, that away. Let's go. So this is a ski resort town and is one of the oldest in France. It sits on the eastern part of the country right across from Switzerland and Italy. But what makes this town amazing is that from nearly every point you can see Mont Blanc, which as you know is the tallest peak in Western Europe. The town is full of these beautiful historic buildings and it sits nestled in this valley surrounded by snow-capped mountain peaks. The mountains are home to multiple glaciers which have been super popular over the ages. I mean, check out this image. This is from 1902 of people crossing the glacier. Can you believe that that's what they wore?
Well, I think we have lucked out with our dinner spot. We have come to La Calèche.
Conveniently written on your plate.
Written on my plate. This place is very grand and very ornate. I think it might be a bit of a tourist trap, but we are a-okay with that because...
Yeah, it's one of those places that it's obviously touristy, but from what we understand, it's pretty dang good in spite of it. So it's just covered with like pans, cowbells, a bunch of goofy stuff from down through history.
Yeah, so many photos of the glacier throughout the ages. Y'all, the things that people used to wear up on these mountains, there's this photo here. People are in three-piece suits and like ball gowns.
Yeah, she's got like a fancy bonnet on for a hat. But the downside was life expectancy was very much shorter back then for obvious reasons.
Yep. But we have officially placed our order. The first part is here. If you guys can guess what the heck we're going to be doing.
Yep. It involves open flame, baby.
Oh, what were you just saying about life expectancy?
Oh yeah, well, you know it's inevitable that I run my hand over that flame.
Yeah, one way or another, you're definitely going to burn yourself. So this is what you do here in this region. You get raw meat and you cook it yourself over an open flame at your table. So we have steak, turkey, and chicken. And then we have a side of, I think it's cheesy potatoes. And then some sauces, I imagine, to dip this in. I feel like maybe we should order some vegetables though.
No.
All right, I guess let's get to cooking. Do a little bit of everything. Oh.
Sizzling a little bit, that's a good sign.
We got our dinner cooking up over here. I think we've got some that are ready. I want to see how we did. Oh yeah,
I was really nervous of getting sick here and not cooking it all the way.
I'm so scared. I'm not gonna lie. A couple days ago, I think I got a little touch of something, and it was not pleasant. So I'm not wanting to recreate that.
Is that the chicken?
Chicken. Ooh, it's just plain chicken at this point.
Yeah, so I guess you got to get all the sauces and things.
Oh, put it all. I think that's horseradish, maybe. And so when you come here, you can also get fondue. You can also get a whole thing of raclette, and they'll heat it up, and you can just scrape it off yourself.
If you've never had raclette, get it. Don't let the smell turn you away from it.
Yeah.
I think Allison's getting the hang of cooking this meat. It's kind of medium, which is the exact temperature we usually like it at. So yeah, all right, good job.
Thanks.
Does this feel like a lot of work though?
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't realize I was going to be cooking your dinner tonight.
Yeah, thank you. So just another typical night for us. You did get some chicken goo on the lens.
I did. I told you.
Oh man. We are back at our apartment and check out this view. The sun has set, but there's just this beautiful kind of blue glow on the glacier. It seriously looks like a painting. Don't you think?
My brain is not processing it. It thinks it's just fake. It looks like a backdrop, y'all.
It's really amazing. You know, from every vantage point in the town, you get to see this amazingness. Allison was saying, that is a view that never gets old.
Never, ever.
Well, we are back on the road and we are heading further north into France, but we really enjoyed exploring that town. Glaciers, obviously, awesome. The surrounding nature you guys saw is incredible, but what's really cool is the town really reminded me of Whistler in Canada.
Yeah,
kind of had similar vibes.
Yeah, we kept forgetting that we were in Europe while we were there. Also, if you are very sportsy, there is a lot more to do there. There's hiking, there's climbing, there's rafting, there's paragliding or sailing, whichever.
Parasailing? Is that what it is? No, paragliding.
Paragliding, yeah. You can do it all.
But I think that is going to do it for this video, but we have another adventure coming up next, which we are on our way to right now.
Au revoir, adventurers.
À la prochaine fois. Is that how you say it? See you next time? Something like that.
600 meters at the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on D1 bis.
We'll see you on the road.